Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute. We are on text 16. So we were hearing that 4 kinds of people who do not surrender to Krishna. And now Krishna is telling Arjuna in this verse, 4 kinds of pious people who surrender to him. Chaturvidha bhajanti mam jana sukritino Arjuna. Artho jigyasur artharti jnani cha bharatarshava. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O best among the Bharatas, 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. The distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the Absolute. So unlike the miscreants, these are adherents of the regulative principles of the scriptures. And they are called Sukritinaha, or those who obey the rules and regulations of the scriptures, the moral and social laws, and are more or less devoted to the Supreme Lord. So Sukriti, not ordinary pious, not ordinary piety, but they have done some kind of devotion, agyata sukriti. They've, maybe helped the devotee in some way, or given some donation, or accepted prasad, unknowingly. They keep accumulating this kind of sukriti. Then comes a point where they actually approach the Lord because the faith gets built up. So we can see how much grateful we should be to the devotees because they're going out of the way to create people's sukriti. When the devotees asked Prabhupada that, oh Prabhupada, it is said that you must have done some pious activity in the past life to be able to come to Krishna. So does that mean you did some pious activity? Prabhupada said, I'm creating your piety. I'm creating your pious activity. This is not ordinary material piety, not that we do some yagya, some dan, punya, some fasting to gain some material things. No, this piety is regarding to Krishna. Agyata Sukriti. We are nice to a devotee, we help unknowingly to a devotee, we help in some way for book distribution or taking a book or accepting a prasad or giving some donation or, just something, or just maybe some visiting the temple or Ratha Yatra. When the devotees are organizing Ratha Yatra all over the world, they are creating Agyata Sukriti for millions and, if not millions, then thousands and thousands of people. Because whoever is seeing the Lord on the Ratha, they're getting this Sukriti. They don't need to go do anything. The Lord is coming there in front of them. So Krishna is saying that 4 kinds of pious people come to him. So there is some sukriti there. So out of these, there are 4 classes of men: those who are sometimes distressed, those who are in need of money, those who are sometimes inquisitive, and those who are sometimes searching after knowledge of the absolute truth. So we can see that there are so many distressed people, but not all the distressed people to come to Krishna. Only those who are pious, they are distressed, they will come to Krishna. Now, need of money, so many people in need of money, but not everyone who's in need of money comes to Krishna. Again, there is some piety there. Then inquisitive, so many are inquisitive, not all come to Krishna. Again, piety is there. And sometimes searching after knowledge of the absolute truth. Again, there are so many people searching after knowledge. But there is some sukriti there, so they are able to come to Krishna. So it's so important if we are able to give this opportunity to others, if we are somehow able to, just tell them Hare Krishna, give them a book, and talk to them about Krishna, invite them to the temple, or send them a video or something, just to help them get this sukriti, so that they can also come to Krishna. They can also come to Krishna. Well, Lord Chaitanya has delivered the whole world. Lord Chaitanya, he came 500 years ago. He has delivered the whole world. We are simply instruments. Whether we do it or no, it's going to happen. It's not that I am the doer, and if I don't do it, it's not going to happen. No, it is going to happen. It's Lord Chaitanya's movement. It is going to carry on. But if we can serve in it, then we are benefited. We become more fortunate. We can become dear to Krishna. These persons come to the Supreme Lord for devotional service under different conditions. These are not pure devotees because they have some aspiration to fulfill in exchange for devotional service. So there is, okay, I'm distressed, so let me come to Krishna. I need money. Let me come to take up devotional service. I'm inquisitive. What is it? Or knowledge of the absolute truth. Okay, so then for these different conditions, I take up devotional service. This is not pure devotional service, yet it is very glorious. Why? Because we have come to the door of Krishna. So these persons are glorious because they could have, not come to Krishna, but because they have come to Krishna, then it is glorious. Pure devotional service is without aspiration and without desire for material profit. So pure devotional service. The Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11 defines pure devotion thus. What is pure devotional service? Srila Rupa Goswami gives us the definition in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He says, Anya Bilasita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktirottam. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. So pure devotional service means simply serving Krishna out of love and serving him favorably, not unfavorably. Favorably, following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, anukulyena. So following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. And what is the pure devotee aspiration? He has no desire for material gain. He has no desire for material profit. He has no desire for any kind of philosophical speculation. No, he simply wants to please Krishna. He's engaged in loving service to Krishna, which is on the transcendental platform. It's not material. It's on the liberated platform. When these four kind of persons come to the Supreme Lord for devotional service and are completely purified by the association of a pure devotee, they also become pure devotees. So we may have so many aspirations. We may come to Krishna for whatever of these, either of these four reasons or all of the four reasons or some of them. But the more we associate with devotees, then we will get purified. These material desires will go away. Then we will also become pure devotees. As far as the miscreants are concerned, for them, devotional service is very difficult because their lives are selfish, irregular, and without spiritual goals. But even some of them, by chance, when they come in contact with a pure devotee, also become pure devotees. So we may have whatever aspiration, we just continue to hear and chant in the association of devotees, and we will come to the platform of pure devotional service, which is our true platform. That is our original position. So whoever we may be, whatever background we may be from, we just simply continue to hear and chant in the association of devotees. So association is very important. Those who are always busy with fruitive activities come to the Lord in material distress, and at that time associate with pure devotees and become, in their distress, devotees of the Lord. So what happens, somebody may just be busy working. But when we are just working, so many difficulties come across us. And then we may turn to Krishna for help in that way. And because we are turning to Krishna, of course, we are associating with the pure devotees. And in this way, we can get purified. We can become devotees of the Lord. Those who are simply frustrated also come sometimes to associate with the pure devotees and become inquisitive to know about God. So, out of frustration, we may come to Krishna. Krishna is saying that those who are inquisitive, they come to Krishna. So similarly, and then in that way can become devotees. They become very good devotees. Similarly, when the dry philosophers are frustrated in every field of knowledge, they sometimes want to learn of God, and they come to the Supreme Lord to render devotional service and thus transcend knowledge of the impersonal Brahman and the localized Paramatma and come to the personal conception of Godhead by the grace of the Supreme Lord or his pure devotee. So even the ones who are very attached to the philosophical speculation process, who are very attached to the impersonal Brahman or attached to the Paramatma platform, once they come to Krishna consciousness, they associate with devotees, they become pure devotees. On the whole, when the distressed, the inquisitive, the seekers of knowledge, and those who are in need of money are free from all material desires, and when they fully understand that material remuneration has nothing to do with spiritual improvement, they become pure devotees. So we may be coming from different backgrounds with different intentions, with different motives, but when we come to Krishna, gradually, by engaging in Krishna consciousness and in the association of pure devotees, then gradually, we will be able to understand, oh, these material desires that I'm hankering for, they have nothing to do with me because I am the spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. Let me engage in the service of Krishna. Then even we can become pure devotees at certain point. As long as such a purified stage is not attained, devotees in transcendental service to the Lord are tainted with fruitive activities, the search for mundane knowledge, etc. So one has to transcend all this before one can come to the stage of pure devotional service. So we may be having many material desires in our heart. We may be desiring whatever, different desires, material desires. Well, what shall we do? We simply continue to hear and chant. Continue to hear and chant. And there will be a time where we can also come to the stage of pure devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami says that we need patience, determination, and enthusiasm. Patience, enthusiasm, and determination. These are needed for any endeavor. So it's also needed in spiritual endeavor. So we continue to hear and chant. And then gradually, we will be able to come to the platform of pure devotional service, which is the original position of every living entity. Is that okay? So we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.